Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Warm welcome here on well, it's becoming a nice Waikato day eventually out here. A little bit foggy start this morning, but let's hope there's no fog in your judgments here this morning of buying this wonderful property, just one property at 21 Greta Street for you this morning. My name's Grant Child, simply facilitating proceedings here, and I've also got Kaya, she's looking after all the technology here. Janine and Mark, they are on hand to assist you should you need it. Just pop your hand up and they will come over and just satisfy any queries and inquiries you've got throughout proceedings here today. But make sure you ask all those questions before popping your hand up, because you bid and buy today on a cash unconditional basis. Let's go to the documentation, and that is simply because we've provided you with the buyers and sellers guide. If you haven't got one, they are over there on the table there. Make sure you've got that and peruse that, because there's some great information in that little document put out by the Real Estate Authority, and it's been around since 2008. Also on the table over there, folks, is the finalised copies of the contract of sale. You see it up there on the screen in draft form. Draft has now been removed. If there's been any additions, deletions or amendments to that draft contract, I'll alert you to that prior to your bidding. What you see on the screen there in blue is covered off in clause 2 of the front page of the contract, which is simply the conduct of today's auction. So I'm not going to go through that in its entirety. I'm going to highlight a couple of important points. Should you bid today and be the successful purchaser, then your requirements immediately on completion of the auction obviously to sign the contract and pay your deposit equaling 10% of the purchase price, so nothing too onerous. The only other thing I want to cover is vendor bidding. If I've only got one person that's participating in the auction, then I'll work alongside you with what I call a vendor bid, just to help you get to that negotiating platform where we'll pause the auction, which will be below the seller's reserve price, and see if we can help you negotiate the process and secure the property here today. Any vendor bids utilised are only submitted by myself, and I will alert you to them by disclosing them to you as a vendor bid very clearly. So happy to answer any questions at this juncture. No? Excellent. Everybody. Oh, that's the only time in an auction room I like to see people doing this. When I call for an opening bid, it has to be north to south, chin to chest. Right, Tracy and Warren have been proudly marketing this property, and they've really been your masterminds in assisting you on your buying journey of 21 Greta Street. Looking at the legal aspects of the property, it's a freehold estate, 550 square metres of land, more or less is what's on offer here at 21 Greta Street. All described in Record of Title SA 64C folio 604. Now the channels, the gas fire, the electric heater and the security cameras, Tracy, are all as is. They do stay, but they are as is. No vendor warranties with those channels. And 23rd of July 2024 is your settlement date. No other changes?
No.
All good to go. Right, let's go to the property itself now and just have a look at what you've got there. You've got ample parking and outdoor options with this property, as you see there, heading out through that kitchen. You've got that delightful and exceptional value home, and absolutely full of content and exciting opportunities here at 21 Greta Street. Now, essential areas such as the kitchen and the bathrooms ensure the best living experience and convenience and comfort for your family lifestyle going forward in this wonderful location. It is one of those properties that really does ooze character and charm. You'll recall those beautiful timber floors that you've walked over when you went and viewed the property there. The perfect place to take a chill pill is that covered area that you see on the screen there, and of course the great backyard for kids to play and that comfortable studio unit. Well, that's an added bonus for the property as well. Brilliant location, all close to all the amenities, easy access to the main arterial routes, hospital and schooling. So in your hands, buyers looking for an opening bid now for 21 Greta Street. And I can tell you now, if you do not buy the property here today under the hammer, I'm very confident, because I know the way Tracy and Warren work. You will be in a multiple offer afterwards. Tracy, we had a discussion earlier. We've got some good, strong, late interest in the property, not quite in a position to be able to bid and buy today. So, anticipating offers after the auction, folks. Here to work with cash interest. Don't all speak at once. I'm only an auctioneer. You'll confuse me. First call now for a start. Second time, last chance in or outs. This is the time I need that north to south timber chest, folks. Otherwise, I'm simply going to close the auction. Okay, if you are cash buyers, you're too late now because I've closed the auction. I'm going to hand that back to you, Tracy and Warren, for you to continue working with those buyers that are expressing late interest in the property. And I'm looking forward to getting a text message from you, just letting you know that the property is under contract, because I know you'll get this one sold very quickly indeed. That's all we've got for you today, folks. So on behalf of the team at EVES, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for your attendance.